evening, everyone, and welcome to vlogmas day 7. I think it is. I'm not sure, but welcome. Today is Sunday, and even though my grandpa's birthday was yesterday, we didn't get to make him a cake and sing him happy birthday, so we're gonna do that today. My grandpa and my uncle are gonna come here for lunch, and my parents just made him a cake. Like, it's baked, it needs to be decorated. We always make the same cake for people's birthdays. It's like a family recipe, I suppose, in a way. It was the cake that my grandma used to make, my grandma from my dad's side. Unfortunately, she has dementia now, so she doesn't know how to make this cake anymore. But luckily, she passed on the recipe while she was still okay. So we've been making it since I remember. It's the cake that we've always made, and it's like a very simple cake, but it tastes very nice. I don't even know what type of cake it is, I'm gonna be honest, because it doesn't really have any special ingredients. It's just like flour, sugar, eggs, and that's like pretty much it. I think it has milk and stuff on it, so I guess you could call it like a milk cake or something of the sort. And then we decorate it with cream and pineapple, and that is the cake. So my parents baked it in the morning, and now it needs to be decorated, so I might go see if they need help with that in a little bit. I just finished editing the vlog that's gonna come out today at 5, and now I'm thinking whether I start editing tomorrow's vlog just to get stuff done, you know, or if I go and try and help them. I'm not sure. I think I might go downstairs and see if they need any help before I start editing the next vlog. Also because I need a break from my screen, because I've been looking at it for like 2 hours. So yeah, that would be a good idea, I think. And then the plan for after lunch is to go to a little farm. I don't think I've ever talked about this on my channel, but my dad installs solar panels, and because of that he goes to a bunch of like little farms around our area that want to get solar panels installed. And he got a new job recently at a little farm, and the guy on the farm makes paintings or something like that. He's a painter. He's an artist. At least that's what I don't know if it's the owner of the farm that is the artist, or if it's his son, if it's someone like on his family that is the artist. But apparently he does some very cool paintings, and he's also a very big fan of Fernando Pessoa, which is one of our old, very famous writers that I really like. So I think he might do paintings of Fernando Pessoa. I'm not completely sure, but my dad wants to take me and my mom to the farm so we can see the paintings. So that's what we're gonna do on the afternoon, and I think that's pretty much the plans for today, because it is Sunday. So yeah, let's go see if my dad needs any help decorating the cake. I need to start planning what I'm gonna do for Christmas, like what I'm gonna give people besides the presents that I already got. So I think I'm just gonna sit down and write a list of the things that I'm planning to do, just so I know which materials I need to buy and like what the plan is, and see how much time I need to make everything.
Parabéns a você nesta data querida. muitos anos de vida. Hoje é dia de festa, cantam as nossas almas para o menino Armindo. Uma salva de palmas.
Okay, we're now going to that farm that I talked about. So let's see how pretty the paintings are. Let's see. I'm also excited. I don't know if they have dogs, but I'm very excited in case they do have dogs, because then I can pet the dogs.
Agora lá no Jornal Suíço, uma reportagem sobre ele. Já tinha saído outra vez, já corri tudo pelo jornal, não encontro.
Portugal.
Sobre temas portugueses, com poemas de uma poeta portuguesa e de um escritor suíço. E tivemos música nesse dia, foi um espetáculo.
No, it's something that have no end.
Like
So,
an infinity
Não tem
type of thing.
Exactly, so they can walk and migrate during years and years and years without
Ever
reaching
getting
any
anywhere. Yeah.
new country, for example.
Yeah.
On the Mexican Gulf in the year 2043. There will be
So in the
cyclone,
future.
full of cyclone every year,
Right.
thousands of cyclone devastating.
So it's imagining
the
what it will be like in the
landscape.
future.
Exactly. Black and white here. So you can draw on this side. When you are finished, you cut it with I use such a cutter.
Oh yeah,
ordinary
yeah, an
cutter.
axe knife, yeah.
I cut it. And for example, this one, I will try to do a symmetrical one. But I already did these last weeks several decoupage about literature, and I wanted to do something only decorative. So I will try to, now I am drawing something here. It will be some kind of sunshine on the
Nice.
planet. I don't know what kind of planet, but not in our
Not in our
solar
planet.
system here.
Okay,
in
okay. Cool,
somewhere
better.
else in the galaxy. But it will be symmetrical because the paper I will glue it here.
Oh, so you,
And
when you cut
after
it.
I will draw only one side,
Yeah.
and after I will cut it. When I am finished, I will open it,
Yeah,
and
I
I will
see.
have something symmetrical.
Right. Because you cut both of the.
Why I will cut
Both pieces of paper at the
sides,
same time.
Both sides at the same time.
Oh, okay. Just got back home, but I really wanted to show you more about this artist that I met on his little farm. So let me tell you a little bit about it. The whole experience was so fascinating and so interesting to see, because this is a person with a lot of experience, not only life experience, but also a lot of art experience. But he didn't study art in a sense that he didn't go to a school or university that taught him art. He learned how to do art himself just by like studying books and stuff like that. And that's how he learned how to do art. He actually has a degree in medicine, and he was a doctor throughout his entire life, in both in Switzerland, which is where he was born, Then he went to Seychelles, and then after he retired, he came to Portugal to live with his wife, which is Portuguese. We met both of them, and it's just very interesting because the art style that he does is an art style created in Switzerland. It's called decoupage, and it's this art form done with paper. So basically you cut paper. He was telling us a little bit on the previous clips that you saw. So the way he does it is he draws on the back of the paper. It's a paper that it's white on the side and black on the other, and he switches it to the white side, which is where he draws what he's gonna cut, and then he cuts it with an axe knife. And the wife was telling us how the blades that he uses for the axe knives are so unique that they need to import it from Japan. They don't exist in Portugal. The same goes for the paper that he uses. It doesn't exist here, so he imports it from Switzerland because this is an art style that was created in Switzerland and it's the most common in Switzerland. So he started doing these here. He's told me how when he got to Portugal and he wanted to learn more about the history and the culture, how he turned to art to do that, because he would read a book by Fernando Pessoa. He has a lot of paintings that he inspired from Fernando Pessoa, and he would read these books, he would make art from it, and that's how he would learn about our culture and about our costumes and about everything else, about our history. He knows about way more stuff from our history than I know, which is really impressive. I tried to film a bit of his art pieces while we were there, but I didn't want to just be recording everything while he was talking to me. It felt rude on my part to do that. So let me show you. He does have a website. It is written in French and Portuguese, so you might have to translate stuff if you want to read like the About Me page. But let me show you a little bit of his art. Just to clarify, he doesn't only do decoupage, he also does pastels, oil, and a bunch of other stuff. So he does a lot, but I feel like not that his oil artwork is any less impressive, it is so impressive. But I feel like decoupage, because it's something that we don't really see too much, it's not something common, like it's not something that we have here, and I'm guessing that it's not something that really exists on other countries besides Switzerland. Like it's not super famous on other places, and because of that his decoupage work becomes more interesting in a way, just because it's something so unique that you kind of never seen before, and it's super interesting. Let me show you a little bit about it. I'm gonna leave his website on screen, so if you want to go check it out for yourself, you can. There's lots of artwork. He has done so much. I swear his atelier was insane. There was so many paintings on there. I feel like hundreds on hundreds on hundreds. There were paintings everywhere. Not only were there paintings on the atelier side of the house, there was also paintings on their actual house, like on the side of their actual house, just everywhere. And it's incredible. It's really special. So this is what the website will look like once you come into the homepage, and you can see here on the top all of the types of art that he does. So let's go on decoupage. If you press here, if you just hover on top of it, it will show you a bunch of different stuff. So let's look at like the Portugal collection that he has. This is what he has been inspired from to create true learning or history in our culture. So let me see if I can see. Oh, so this piece, for example, can I see it bigger? Yeah. Okay, so this piece, he was explaining to me how they went to the Convento do Carmo, which is a convent in Lisbon, and he saw this artwork and he really liked it, so he tried to do it in this art style, and I think honestly it turned out amazing. This is all cut by hand, and then the white thing that is under it, it is just a piece of like that like maquette type of material. So he just then sticks the paper on top of this, and that's what creates this contrast, and it's so interesting. Look at the detail, the level of detail. And he puts the dates as well. So here it says he made this one in 2022. Oh, it also says here. I just noticed. It says the size. So yeah, there's a lot. There is absolutely so much that is done. Let me see. Oh, I was looking at this one. So this is a recreation of our azulejos that we have. So Portugal is very known for making azulejos, which usually looks something like this. These are like porcelain stuff that are put on like houses and walls and stuff, and they are painted by hand. And it's one of the most beautiful parts of our culture is this. And he basically did, it looks like this one actually. Yeah, it looks like a variation, like he took inspiration from this one. So he did that in the decoupage art style, which is super impressive because it's so intricate. Let me see if I can find the ones about our writers. It's just so goddamn impressive. I'm so thankful that I got to experience this, honestly. I found where it is. It's on, I'm guessing this means new artwork. So here it is. Here's a Fernando Pessoa that I saw this in person. It's about the poem O Menino de Sua Mãe. So, it's The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. That's so, see, this is all so impressive. It's Luís Camões, she's one of our big writers as well. And Fernando Pessoa, Tabacaria. This is my favorite, or one of my favorite poems from Fernando Pessoa. It says, and he put like the most famous, the famous quote from that poem. It's very famous, very, very famous. And it says, I'm nothing, I will never be anything. I cannot want anything. However, besides that, I have in me all of the dreams of the world. I love Fernando Pessoa. I really do. He is one, I feel like he's one of the good ones. I think what impressed me the most about him is that he is such a humble guy, because we told him so many times, like, you're so talented, like, this is so impressive, you've done so well, all of those things. And he was like, anyone can do this. This is just, it goes back to the choices that you make, whether in your life you want to live an adventure and try something different, or whether all you want in life is to have a simple life, a comfortable life, and have a nice meal every day. It wasn't like looking down on people who prefer that type of life. He was just saying how at the end of the day, it's really just about choices and the paths that we take in our life. And he said, like, when you expect nothing, you can never be disappointed. So, like, when it comes to him becoming famous, not that he is super famous, like his wife keeps trying to get him more famous, but he doesn't really care about those things, because he was like, when you expect nothing, even if you have one person looking at your work and they love it, that is already so much more than you ever expected, and that is already like such a blessing. So it was so inspiring. I cannot believe that. Oh my god, I was so inspired, so inspired. Okay, I think that's where I'm gonna end the vlog for today. And I'll see you tomorrow for vlogmas day whatever. I don't even know anymore, 7, 8, because I'm filming these in advance. I don't know which days it is anymore, but I think it's 7. So I will see you for vlogmas day 7, and bye bye.